I give credit to the politicians in San Francisco who said, yeah, we'll settle this, we'll stop doing it, and we won't do it again. I mean, maybe there should be some more punishment for it, but that's pretty darn good, isn't it? That's what I love about Judicial Watch. We not only, we obviously sue the federal agencies here. There isn't a federal agency probably we haven't sued. But it's not just federal agencies. As we see in Fulton County, we sued Fannie Willis's office, and we've had lawsuits in state after state after state, and we're very active in California. And we had a massive lawsuit in California, a taxpayer lawsuit over a truly outrageous policy in the city of San Francisco. And in California, still, taxpayers can sue to stop the illegal spending of money. So when money is being spent essentially on illegal activity, taxpayers can go to court to stop it. And so Judicial Watch filed a lawsuit against the city of San Francisco over a guaranteed income for trans people program. It provides low-income transgender San Franciscans with $1,200 each month, or it provided at the time, up to 18 months to help address financial insecurity with trans communities. It was limited to only Black and Hispanic men who identified as women. So in addition to the trans discrimination, I don't even know what to call it, telling people who were not transgendered or did not identify as the opposite sex that they don't get money, and then limiting that category further by race. It was abuse and discrimination on top of woke abuse and discrimination. And so we sued. And the response from San Francisco was, we give up. San Francisco stopped the program and said it would not start up again. And they promised that to Judicial Watch through a public law. And not only that, they gave us $3,000+ in attorney's fees and costs. And here's the description of the program in a little bit more accessible way than my poor effort to describe it, that a video we did not too long ago. Let's play it.
Also sued San Francisco to stop its discriminatory Guaranteed Income for Transgender People program. Under California's Constitution, everyone is supposed to be equal under the eyes of the law, and treating people differently based on race, sex, ethnicity, or transgender status is presumptively unconstitutional. Yet the radicals running San Francisco violated that provision with the GIFT program. Not only is the cash giveaway limited to transgender people only, but it grants preferences based on race, sex, and ethnicity. Persons who identify as Black are given priority over persons who identify as white, Latino, or Asian. And men who identify as women are given priority over women who identify as men. After we sued to stop this blatantly unconstitutional program, San Francisco announced that it would stop the payments. This is what we are fighting against on behalf of Americans everywhere. And you can be sure Judicial Watch will continue to hold radicals accountable, because no one is above the law.
So here we have it. So it wasn't your ordinary settlement in the sense that, some bureaucrats said okay, or some government-appointed officials said okay. In order for the settlement to take effect, the city of San Francisco needed to literally pass a law, the city council, that had to be signed by the mayor, and that took place in this case. And let's go to the settlement document, the legal document. We have click on the legal document there. Nope, that's the settlement itself. Let's go to the document that I asked that be printed out, the document of the city council document. Okay. settlement of lawsuit, and Paul Wiles and Reed Sandberg are clients and the taxpayers who stood up against this. And they acknowledged that we filed this lawsuit involving alleged violations of the California Constitution, transgender status discrimination, sex discrimination, race ethnicity discrimination. And the proposed terms of the settlement are a payment of $3,250 and injunctive relief. Be it ordained by the people of the city and county of San Francisco. The city attorney is hereby authorized to settle the action. There's the caption. Phillips versus London Breed. London Breed was the mayor. On substantially the same terms as set forth in the settlement agreement, which is the legal document describing the settlement agreement, which provides, 1, a payment of $3,250 in attorney's fees and costs, injunctive relief, agreeing that the city will not continue the guaranteed income program that our clients alleged to be unlawful beyond September 2024. So we got it shut down a few months ago. And this is important. By law, there's this agreement that the city will not create a new guaranteed income program with the same eligibility criteria. So San Francisco, through the settlement, has not only stopped this unlawful discrimination based on someone's transgender status and race, but we got them the promise they won't do it again. Now, it was a split decision, or a split vote. Let's go to page 3 of the document. Let's go back to the document. So there was this first reading, which is sometimes done in legislatures or boards of supervisors in this case. 7 in favor of it, 3 opposed. And then it was finally passed, 7-3. So the law of the land in San Francisco is Judicial Watch's taxpayer clients were right. And go down a little bit lower. You'll see lower, there's London Breed. The mayor signed it last year, 12/19/24. I don't know if we got the money yet. It's a great victory for the rule of law. And I tell you, there's something positive, and this is going to be separate even and apart from the Trump administration. When you have a left-wing, a really crazed left-wing jurisdiction running as fast as it can from a brazenly unconstitutional, woke, racist, sexist, misogynist program that gave cash out based on race and sex. You know, there's something been changed in this country. You have the governments, all these major corporations turning away from DEI. Now, some of them, they will continue the offensive nature, the offensive aspects of the programs under different names, but they're recognizing legally, because of not only lawsuits like this, but cases like the Supreme Court, where the Supreme Court ruled that race discrimination in college admissions is unconstitutional. Judicial Watch was heavily involved in amicus briefs for years on that very issue before the courts. So this is a great victory for the rule of law in California. And, you know, it shows you we can't abandon states that we think, oh, they're too far left and we're never going to get justice there. I mean, I give credit to the politicians in San Francisco who said, yeah, we'll settle this, we'll stop doing it, and we won't do it again. I mean, maybe there should be some more punishment for it, but that's pretty darn good, isn't it? And you can bet you none of these folks, I guarantee you, none of them are Judicial Watch supporters. None of them are conservative. Although maybe I'm not being fair. I don't know enough about them individually. But you see my point. It's like we just can't abandon California to the wolves. And when we show up and fight, we can win. We had 2 other cases in California. where the state legislature passed two sets of laws. The first one was to require quotas for private corporate boards of directors on the basis of sex, and then they passed the second set of laws that included additional categories that had, no business being enforced through quota programs. I mean, quotas are an abomination under the Constitution, whether it be a state or federal constitution. And so we had some challenges under the state constitution against those two programs, those two quota regimes, and we won in both cases. So the state courts in California vindicated our clients' concerns about what was going on there and stopped the quotas, these left-wing brazen quotas. We beat the state of California, the state legislature, the governor. And we just beat, well, it's a settlement, so to be fair to San Francisco, they're not necessarily admitting they did anything wrong, but certainly this gets us the result we wanted, right? Which is and of course, as taxpayers, our clients can only really just get the result they got, which is to stop the expenditure of money under this program. Great success, great success. That's why I love Judicial Watch. Really outrageous race-based cash program with this transgender extremism on top of it, and we shut it down. No doubt about it, we shut it down. That's just great. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like our video down below.